Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Planet Crafter. So in this game we basically want to terraform this barren looking wasteland into a livable planet. I've played a bit, so I'm going to take those learnings and try to do this as efficiently as possible. So let's get started.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
So it looks like we land here on this barren planet, and we start off with our little space pod. And in here we have a little crafting station and a storage crate. So first steps on the top left over here is telling us to craft a backpack. So let's have a look at what we can craft. Got oxygen, water, microchips, backpack and oxygen tanks. So the backpack requires some iron. So you do have these basic resources out here on the ground. So we've got like ice, so you can just pick that up. Got some iron, some cobalt, some more iron. We'll grab some titanium and magnesium. They all have their own sort of distinct looking shapes. So we'll just run around, grab some resources. We're probably going to need all of these at the start, so we'll just grab whatever we see. If you hit tab, you can bring up your inventory and you can see you don't have any slots. And at the bottom left hand corner, you can see your three main resource meters, I guess. You've got your life, your water and your oxygen, and if any of them go to 0, you basically die. So let's just keep grabbing some more resources. I'm gonna make sure we got the 2 irons that we need for our backpack. Alright, so let's start by crafting a backpack, and we'll equip that backpack onto our spacesuit. So our spacesuit only has 4 slots at the moment, but you'll be able to expand that later, I guess. So with that backpack we did increase our inventory size by 4. And the next step we have to do is create an oxygen tank, which will be pretty useful because our oxygen meter is not very large at the moment and we can't stay out in this barren landscape very long. So actually I didn't even check what I need for the oxygen tank. Already being inefficient. So the oxygen tank needs cobalt, iron and magnesium. Oh, sorry, inventory is already full. So as you can see, our oxygen bar runs out quite quickly at the moment, so we can't leave our little pod for too long. But we will be crafting an oxygen tank, so that should help a little bit. So that brings up our oxygen from 100 to 145. And the next thing we want to do is craft a microchip for construction. That's going to let us build various buildings. So we need some silicon and magnesium. Let's go find that. We'll go this way this time. So what can we do? We can make some water. That's always going to be necessary. And we'll just chuck the water in here. I don't think I picked up enough stuff. Alright, magnesium. Let's grab some iron. Very easy to get distracted in this game. Gotta stay on task. Grab 2 magnesium and then grab every other resource we can fit in our backpack on the way home. Oh, no, we're already full. Alright, let's go back to our spaceship. Now let us create our construction microchip. We're going to equip it, and that's going to let us build stuff now. So we need to build a living compartment, an apartment door, a drill and a wind turbine. So let's just find some nice flat ground to build that stuff on. Let's pick this iron out of the way. So if you press Q, you can bring up your construction buildings, and it'll let you see what you can build. So to start with, you can't really build too much. Living compartments, you can build a door, stairs, some lights, foundation grid, some basic machines. So to terraform the planet, it basically uses pressure, heat, and oxygen. So these buildings will generate those and slowly terraform your planet. These screens will give you information, and then these random furniture is for aesthetics, except for this storage crate, which will be very useful for organizing all our raw materials. So let's start with the living compartment. Nowhere is flat and nice, but it doesn't really matter for our starter base. Let's just put that. Oh god, do we want to put this somewhere near our... Give us some like flat ground, maybe like over here. This is not very flat. All right, let's do it here. Let's put a living compartment door, which we need some more. Oh my lord, my oxygen! I'm gonna die. Run. All right. Let's pick up some silicon. I think that's all we needed for the door. Let's put a door in. Now, in any of these buildings, you always have oxygen. So when we travel further, we want to make these little buildings as like sort of oxygen outposts. But for now, we'll just focus on our mission. So it says warning low power. So to generate power, we're going to start with these basic wind turbines, which just require 1 iron. So let's have a look. I want to build a couple, so let's just go out here and pick up some iron, and we'll build a couple of windmills. It doesn't really matter where you build stuff at the start, because it's kind of like your starter base, and you're going to pretty much tear this down later and build a proper base. I'm just going to build as many windmills as I can for power for now. Oh, it's a lot of windmills. Alright. So this should be generating power, and again, I'm running out of oxygen. So now that that's done, let's create a drill. So these things are going to use power and generate pressure, which is one of the things that terraforms the planet. So let's just build one, since we have the resources for it, and we'll just plop it somewhere. Plop it where? Here, next to this rock. Cool. So you can see the drill takes up some energy, and it generates some small amount of pressure. Guessing the PA is for pascals, and the N will probably be like nanopascals. So let's head back to our base and see what we need to do next. It tells us to craft our screens, so a screen for terraformation and a screen for blueprints. So let's see what we need to make those. So the terraforming screen, we already have the materials for. Let's plop that up here. So we can see on the terraforming screen that it shows us the total TI, which is terraformation index of the planet. We are at 8 at the moment. It shows you oxygen, heat, and pressure. So that's where we're at for each of those 3 things that sort of contribute to the terraformation index. Next, we want to build these screens. Energy level and blueprints are pretty useful. So let's build that. We need some iron, magnesium. All right, let's go out and get that. Also, our water is a bit low. So let's do this quickly. I'm gonna build a little storage crate as well, just to try to keep organized a little bit. Let's build it here. I'll put it here. Oops. That way we can dump our resources whenever we get home. So what were we trying to build again? Blueprint screen, iron, silicon, magnesium. Alright, so we get iron, silicon, magnesium. Let's build these screens. So the blueprint screen is a little screen, you can just go on the floor over here. And the energy level screen. So let's put that over here. So if we go to the blueprint screen, we can see there is a bunch of cool stuff that's all locked behind various things. So you can see this first row, all these items are locked behind the terraformation index. So ours is at 32. To unlock the next backpack, we need 300. Oxygen, it is locked behind whatever thing is used to measure oxygen. The more oxygen we get, the more unlocks. Same with heat and pressure. This will be pretty cool. So we're at 35 NPA at the moment. At 70 we get our next oxygen tank, which will be very useful. First things first, we need water. So let's head back to our other pod, and in our crate we have some water, so let's drink that. We can carry around an oxygen capsule that will let us, we should probably do that just in case we forget that we're like dying of oxygen, and we can just chug an oxygen capsule out in the wilderness. Nothing else here we need to craft for now. So to be a little bit more efficient and organized, as I like to be in games, I think what we should do is craft ourselves another living compartment and put some storage crates in so we can organize all our resources. So let's just pick up some resources. Iron. Always need iron. Remember that. Where is all the iron? Alright, I got like 3 slots and no iron. So let's just focus on finding some iron. Is this iron? Nope. One. Oh, there's a little crate over here. Stuff in it. A golden crate. These are all like really advanced resources, which I'm not going to pick up right now because we don't really have any use for these yet. But we'll just make a mental note that there's a golden crate up here, and yeah, oxygen level is critical. See, I feel like the game doesn't give you enough warning when you're running out of oxygen. I don't think I can even make it back to the base in time, so I'm going to have to chug one of these. You can get very easily distracted out here doing stuff and then just forget that you're dying of oxygen deprivation. Alright, so let's recharge our oxygen and build that living compartment we were talking about. Just stick that right on the side over here, and you can see we have an expanded living area. In this area, I'm going to put more of these storage crates. So we're probably going to need a lot more of everything. But let's just start off labeling some of these with the basic resources. I'm going to put iron in here. Just chuck that in here. Everything else can just go in here for now. I want maybe like a few more of these crates. So let's just put another one. And we'll use the other side as well. You can hold, like when you spin with your mouse wheel, you can hold control to do like 90-degree turns. Alright, so next one, let's put titanium next to it. Titanium, then whatever, magnesium, and let's go silicon. Alright, so let's start by organizing some of these items. You can press this sort button, which will make it easier to organize. So this can just be cobbled, I guess. Oh, we need one for ice too. Okay, we'll just make more living compartments in a bit. So let's just organize all this stuff first. Iron, we have no iron. Oh wait, we have iron. Magnesium. Silicon. I'm gonna keep a titanium because I think I want to build another living compartment like automatically because there's not enough space really. Let's get another iron. You can build it from the inside just by facing the wall and clicking living compartment. You can see it expands it. Kind of easier than going outside to build it. We need more chests. More chests means we need more iron. Always looking for iron. So this shaking is these meteor showers. So if you're wondering why there's all these resources on the floor, meteors. It's quite pretty. Alright, so let us build some more storage crates. You can't fit one in here, can you? I don't really. Ugh, God, my OCD is kicking in if I put this like one slot out. Let's just put it here for now. It's alright, we're not short on space. Stop meteor showering. I can't place things. Alright, I'm gonna call this one for ice. Check out ice in here. And I think I have a storage container for everything now. Everything has a home now. And we're nice and organized. That's what we like to see, right? Everything in its place. Nice and tidy. Alright. We have an extra crate. I was going to put random stuff in here. Like, let's say like food and water. Alright, cool. We can go and... Alright, where's my spaceship? Remember, there's some food and water in here, so let's grab that. I also just probably want to make another crate for random things. Let's make another one. We'll call this one triage. So anything that doesn't fit in any of our existing crates, we'll put it in here. Food and water. I've got an oxygen capsule, that's great. So one thing that we're going to need to do, so we don't have to keep going back to our spaceship, is to make a crafting station, which is iron and silicon. Iron, silicon. Just going to put my crafting station over here. You can see it crafts basically the same stuff as before. Oh, we've got T2 oxygen tank unlocked. Did we? Yes, we've unlocked that because of our drill that was generating pressure. So that's now unlocked, and that's going to be very useful so we don't have to keep coming back here. Silicon, cobalt, titanium, and 2 magnesium. Silicon, cobalt, titanium, and 2 magnesium, was it? See how nice it is to have everything nice and organized? It makes it very easy to craft things rather than trying to like look for resources everywhere. Alright, so let's equip. Oh, it's automatically equipped. So we can see our oxygen's now gone from 145 to 200. So we basically doubled our oxygen from when we started. Now we're kind of running out of food and water. You know what? Let's go on a quick resource run and just grab a bunch of every resource, specifically focusing on iron, because we're always running out of iron. If you want to be efficient in this game, you gotta be fast. You gotta be fast and not get distracted. This game is very, very good at distracting you. You'll be like out doing stuff and you'll be like, oh, I want to build this thing, and then suddenly you'll see something, you'll be like, ooh, shiny, and then you'll head over and then forget, and then you'll lose all your oxygen and die. Alright, so we've got some resources. We'll hit the sort button and we'll just tidy our room. Put the ice in the ice box. Oh, out of all of that, I got 1 iron. The one bloody resource I need a lot of. Alright, what are we doing? So, the game wants us to craft a heater and a veggie tube. So, let's have a look at what we need for those things. Heater. Heater needs a new resource that we haven't seen yet called iridium. Iron and silicon, that's fine. A veggie tube seems a lot easier. We just need iron, ice, and magnesium. So, before we go out there, as you can see, my food and water is extremely low. So, let's just eat some food and water. We drink a bottle of water and we eat a space food, and you know, we'll carry around an oxygen capsule because, oh, our space food doesn't even fill our food bar all the way up. Excellent. So we're looking for iridium, so we can head this way. we'll pick up any iron I see on the way, because iron is used for everything. Silicon's pretty handy. Now, I always like to pick up an iron. Oh, so this is stuff that you can see. I'm not mining it. I think it was dropped by the meteor shower. Just make sure I have some space. So silicon, iron. I like to pick up some silicon, iron, titanium, because that way, if I ever need to make an outpost, we can do that when we're a little bit far from base. Okay, my inventory is full. So let's head over this way. Let's see if we can't find some iridium. So let's go on high ground and have a look. So we can see our base is over there. Now we're a bit far. Be a good time to sort of set up a little a little outpost. And there's a chest over here. All right. Let's set up an outpost from somewhere. Alright, let's just quickly set up an outpost because I'm losing all my oxygen. Good enough here. Let's go in here and replenish our oxygen. We have kind of a full-ish backpack. I have iron. No, I have iron. Alright, so in my outpost, I usually like to set up a little storage chest for goodies that I find. So we'll just chuck all that in there for now. So aluminum is a new resource that we haven't seen yet, and it will come in handy later for more advanced crafting. But for now, we're trying to find the resources we need for a heater, which is iridium. We haven't seen iridium yet. But let's just pick up all the iron and titanium on the way. We'll walk around, and we can see up over here, there's this cool looking cave thing with I don't know what that is, dust. Maybe it's meant to be like a waterfall, but it's actually just a dust fall for now. But if we head over this way, you can see underneath this dusty thing there is this cave system. So let's go in and explore this cave system. Now, always bearing in mind how far I'm going. I've walked all the way over here and that's consumed half my oxygen bar. But that's fine because we have found some iridium. We do have a spare oxygen tank in my bag, so I'm not super worried. But let's just grab some iridium and we will head back home. So this is the iridium cave. In here you will find lots and lots of iridium and a little bit of aluminium when you need it. I kind of want to take a full backpack of iridium, and I'm also a little bit scared I don't have enough oxygen to do all of that, so I'm going to try to be quick. More iridium, please. I'm going very deep into this cave. It's very scary. I'm like really running out of oxygen. Alright, I think we should probably stop pushing our luck. Oh, one more iridium. One more iridium, I can make it. Give it to me. No. Ugh. Alright, I'm really running out of oxygen. So once you run out of oxygen, you start blacking out. Let's drink this oxygen. But with a full tank of oxygen, I should be able to make it back to my little outpost, replenish my oxygen, and then head back to my main base. Oh, there was so much iridium like right here. I just had to turn around. Silly. Let's just grab it all, and then we'll head back to our main base. Is my backpack full? Yes, it is. Let's go. Cool spaceship here that we will go and explore later. Cool. I'm gonna drop some materials that I don't need as much and just pick up this aluminum. I'm sure the aluminum is going to come in handy very soon. So let's grab that and head back to base. Alright, so since we've got all the resources now for the next two items, which is the heater and the veg tube. We're gonna go craft those. I'm just trying to find a good spot for them that's sort of out of the way of my base. Let's just chuck the heaters over here. Alright, so we're gonna need some other stuff for the heater. So, you know what we're gonna do, whenever we have a new resource, we're going to put down a box, call this iridium. I'm gonna chuck all our iridium in here. Now we can build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 10, 11 heaters. Do we want to build 11 heaters? Probably not, because it's going to take all our energy. So let's just build 5. What do we have? We got iron. And we're going to need silicon, which we have 5 of. Perfect. Instead of building a new box for aluminum, I don't have enough space to build stuff. I want to keep expanding this way if I want to build new boxes. So let's put our titanium away. Let's just put our aluminum in the triage box for now. And we're going to go out and grab some iron and silicon. With our inventory full, we're going to go back with a full bag of iron and silicon. Oh, right, my oxygen. And I don't have a spare oxygen capsule, which we should always carry around when we're out in the wild. Oh, it's so yellow. I'm actually not too sure what this yellow event is. I think it's a meteorite. Not too sure. I think the sun is just going a bit crazy at the moment. Silicon away. I will keep 5 in our inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll keep 5 iron in our inventory. Oh, iron does not go here. And we will grab 5 iridium. Let's go build 5 heaters. I am almost 100% sure this is going to take our power. Let's have a look at the power meter. So we built this screen earlier to show power. So we can see the 7 wind turbines take 8 kilowatts of power. 8 wind turbines generate 8 kilowatts of power. And our consumption is 2 kilowatts. So let's go over here and expanding rows of wind turbines here. Let's just put the heaters over here. Oh, no. Heaters do not go outside, apparently. Heaters go indoors. Excellent. So you know what that means? That means we probably need to build some more living compartments. Excellent. Do we have a ladder yet? We can build upwards. We don't have a ladder yet, so let's not build upwards. Let's build our living compartment on this side. So all our storage is on this side. We'll just chuck our heaters over here for now. That's how many we can build. 1. Oh, yeah. Right, we don't have any iron and silicon. We used it to build the compartment. We need 1, 2. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I got confused there. So let's see if we can build 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? 4 is a good number. 1 row of heaters. So I don't think you actually interact with these things, but you can see when we hover over them, they generate some heat. In pk per second. I'm assuming K means Kelvin. P is what? Pico Kelvin. And it takes up some energy. With those heaters, we can see we're now consuming 6 kilowatts of power and producing 8. So we're almost at our power cap, and we just unlocked the T2 backpack. So let's put away these resources first. Iron and silicon. Oh, what to do next? We can craft the veggie tube, but before that, let's make the T2 backpack. Iron, silicon, and titanium. Iron, silicon, titanium. Alright, we have all of those. Iron, silicon, and titanium. Nice and convenient. We run out of titanium, so we're going to definitely pick up some more on our way out. Hydration levels are low, so we're gonna go chug some water and probably eat some food. We've run out of water. Let's eat some food. See how easily you can get distracted? What was I trying to do? Make a T2 backpack. So I've made the backpack. We've got an extra 4 slots. So now we have a total of 20 slots, which is going to be very handy. Water. So we have ice in a box somewhere over here. Let's just make that into 4 waters. So let's go to our crafting station. If you hold control, you can make things continuously. Chuck that into our food and water container. You know what we also need? Some oxygen. And to make oxygen, we need cobalt. And we have a lot of cobalt. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make 4 oxygen capsules. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Just chuck 3 of them in there. We'll carry 1 around just in case we get distracted and lose all our oxygen. So we've got our backpack. Next thing we want to craft is veggie tubes. So to do that, we need iron, ice, and magnesium. Let's go get some more iron, some more ice, and some more magnesium. This building looks extremely structurally sound right now. Technology of the future. So iron, ice, magnesium. Okay, we can build some veggie tubes. So let's just put them over here for now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am very surprised we haven't run out of power yet. 7.4, 8.4. We're almost out of power. So the veggie tubes are currently doing nothing besides consuming energy. Go away, meteor shower. Actually, don't go away. Give me more iron. Anyway, what was I saying? The veggie tubes aren't giving anything right now because they require a plant. And we do remember we had a plant in our triage box. Lerma seed. So let's chuck that in there. And we will be finding more plants later, so don't worry about that. So now you can see this one doesn't generate anything because it doesn't have a plant, but this one, look at it, it's got this nice little cute plant in there growing in the veggie tube, and obviously as a plant it generates oxygen. So let's have a look at our little screen over here when it stops shaking. You can see now we're starting to generate a tiny amount of oxygen at 0.15 ppqs per second, whatever ppq is. So we've got 4 ppqs. Oxygen will let us unlock all the stuff under oxygen over here. So it'll give us indoor ladders, like higher level heaters and oxygen tanks, a lot of useful stuff. You can see the next thing we're going to unlock is the T1 solar panel at 1000 terraforming index, which we're at 700, so that'll happen very soon. And the last thing we have to do as part of the tutorial is create the craft screen progress. We don't even have the craft screen progress at the moment. It is over here, heat. So at 500 pks, we're going to get that, and then at 2 NKs, which I assume is like 2000 pks, we're going to get the progress screen. So we need more heat. But I think this is a good place to call the first episode. The tutorial is pretty much complete now. The next step is to basically reach blue sky. And the blue sky is going to be at 175,000 terraforming index, and we're at 790. So we've got a fair ways to go. But thank you all for watching this first episode. I'll try to release 1 episode every day until we complete this game. So thank you all for watching. If you have any comments or suggestions for how you want this video to go, please leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And we'll see you in the next one.